Colo Vada, deep cleansing. I am glad to greet you here today. We have a very joyous day. We've got together to speak about our new products. Before, we spoke about new products without trying them, not having results. I think it's obvious for everybody today that there are three giants of health. First is our moral condition. If we are aggressive, envious, greedy, if we accumulate spite and resentment, we release a great amount of adrenaline, and this means free radicals. We destroy our health. One of the major postulates of health is inner peace. This is inner satisfaction. This is an attitude towards the world. The second postulate of health is physical exercise. No matter what kind of dietary supplements you consume, if your favorite sport is lying motionlessly on your couch, bad thoughts would appear anyway, sooner or later. And here comes the third postulate of health. This is the food we eat. The food we eat is a source of energy. We are what we eat. Rather, we are what we drink, as our body is 70% water. We shall approach this topic next time. It's very important. And today, I'd like to talk about eating the right way. Socrates in his time said, "There is no good and no evil. There is knowledge or its absence." Very often all of us try to shift responsibility off from ourselves onto somebody else. I'm healthy now, and when I'm sick, I'll go to see a doctor. It is his responsibility to cure me. But in real life, and let me reveal a small secret, not a single doctor in the whole world thinks about you more than you do yourself. And not a single doctor knows you better than you do. Today is the decisive moment when you should shoulder responsibility for your literacy, your life length and quality. So how should we eat to stay healthy? To be healthy, one should, in the first place, eat well-balanced whole food products containing all essential nutrients, vitamins, microelements, antioxidants, enzymes, probiotics. This should be done the right way. Actually, if we don't cleanse our body, we accumulate a lot of problems. Do you know that by the age of 40, people carry from 5 to 25 kilograms of body waste in their bowels? This is mentioned in all medical theories. The first step to health, if you decided to adhere to the philosophy of health, the first step to health is intestinal cleanse. The second step is regulating the functions of the enzymatic system, and the third step is a healthy, well-balanced diet. So today we'll approach this subject. However, I would like you to be physiologically literate. So, let me start by discussing how human body works. It is not only doctor's prerogative to know it. We all should have some knowledge of how the body works, how it is built. The ancients said, "With fork and spoon, we are digging our own grave. And what is the way of eating so we don't dig it?" Shall we start with this one? First spoon, we put it into the mouth. Now, please, tell me, who makes 33 chewing movements for one piece of food? So 1, 2, even 3 persons. All the rest of us swallow without chewing. But this is just the first stage of digestion. The matter is, when we chew the food, It is wetted with saliva. Salivary glands secrete saliva. There is an enzyme in saliva called amylase that promotes digestion and breakdown of carbohydrates into monosaccharides, which are simple sugars in fruit and berry. These monosaccharides are absorbed in the mouth. We have a lot of blood vessels under the tongue, and then they go to our brain as an energy supplement. If you want your mind to be clear, then start your morning with berry. Healthy eating begins with thorough chewing. Moreover, saliva contains lysozyme. This is the first barrier against infections. Chewing our food the right way results in lysozyme soaking all the food. A lot of bacteria simply dissolve, doing no harm to the body. Besides, salivary glands act as an eliminative organ. My dear mothers, fathers, and grandmothers, does your baby sleep with saliva on the pillow, evoking your tender feelings? Cute, isn't it? But please know that if a baby is sleeping with saliva on the pillow, he or she has either dysbacteriosis or intestinal worm. Since a salivary gland is an organ of detoxification, it eliminates poisons and toxins. Eating the right way is chewing the food thoroughly. For this purpose, one should have healthy teeth. Do you know that sick teeth are indicative of an illness in some internal organ? Remember Dr. Fall? His technique is widely used all over the world. He was a dentist. He noticed that a certain tooth was usually infected in people with stomach diseases, and a different certain tooth was affected in people with liver disease. All things are interrelated. To have healthy teeth, one should take care of them. To have healthy organs, one should digest food properly. Microbride. Why tooth powder when there's a great number of toothpastes on the market today? Microbride contains microhydrin, the most powerful antioxidant. What are its benefits? Firstly, brushing teeth with microbride is the best way to remove plaque and get absolutely clean teeth. It creates an alkaline medium. Bacteria cannot survive in this medium. Secondly, it strengthens the gums and prevents periodontosis. Thirdly, it has a whitening effect. A medium created in the mouth helps to effectively digest carbohydrates. It has sugars in the best possible way. A brilliant tooth powder infused with aloe and fruit xylitol. A wonderful result. This is the first stage. Let's go further. The tongue. It is used not only for speaking, but it helps us in the chewing of food. It is the litmus paper of our health. In the morning after waking up, we come up to the mirror. White tongue means bad stomach. Grey tongue, bad pancreatic gland. Yellow tongue, your gallbladder yells for help. Further on, food goes to the mouth and through the pharynx comes to Pyrgov-Valguer's lymph nodes, lymph glands, the second barrier against infections. Some of you remember taking out either your tonsils or tonsils of your children. Chronic quinsing means taking out tonsils. God and nature created us without spare parts, which could be cut off and thrown out. Tonsils have been taken out. What do we observe afterwards? Frequent bronchitis, pneumonia. Before it was quinsing. Now it is bronchitis and pneumonia. We lost tonsils, so we lost a barrier against infections. Nothing should be cut off. But why do some people never get ill, while other people have chronic quinsing? What do you think? Why? They say weak immunity, weak heredity. But the problem is in the intestine. If it is full, if it is not in order, we have dysbacteriosis. Moreover, accumulation of residue, poisons and toxins like mercaptan affect lymph glands inhibiting their protective function and resulting in frequent quinsy. Where does quinsy come from? It appears it comes from the bowels. Let's go further. Esophagus. I won't elaborate on esophagus diseases, but if you have chewed the food the right way and have swallowed practically liquid food, it will reach the stomach without any problem. The stomach, a hollow organ. It is here where protein digestion starts. The medium is acid. pH is 1.5. Enzyme called pepsin is being released here. It promotes breaking down the proteins into amino acids. So proteins are broken down here. Nothing is absorbed from the stomach except for alcohol, which is quickly and easily absorbed due to its low surface tension. So proteins are broken down here, but to digest them, the body needs a very low pH, 1.5. Please, tell me, who of you read about this separate diet? Bravo! Now, who follows the diet? Has everybody seen? It is different to know the way versus to follow the way. But what happens when we eat in our favorite Russian Ukrainian tradition? A piece of meat with potatoes, meat pie, pelmeni and vareniki with meat, all together. Stomach pH is changing, and proteins are not broken down into amino acids. The process of decay and fermentation starts. That's why the body that first used to fight with it starts resisting. A satiated and content belch after a meal indicates that the process of decay in your stomach is in full swing. Then we pour some water into the stomach. Healthy eating is when we drink water before meals or about 2 hours after them. Our tradition: no liquid dessert after meal, no meal. Healthy eating habits are really important. Look, it is enough to do just 2 things to get rid of such unpleasant symptoms as distension, belching, and metabolic disorders. All you have to do is to follow the separate diet, to avoid mixing proteins and carbohydrates. Let's go further. Here is the duodenum, a small 25-30 centimeter long stretch receiving the ducts from gallbladder and pancreatic gland. Gallbladder stores bioemulsifying fats, breaking them down into fatty acids. The pancreas secretes enzymes required for the digestion of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates, for breaking them down to smallest particles. If we eat the right way, then the process goes properly. But if we are lazy and voracious, our stomach is distended. We have heartburn. Since the contents from the distended stomach is thrown into the esophagus, we suffer the heartburn. The distended stomach throws its contents into duodenum as well. The medium is changing here, resulting in duodenum ulcer. It is here that the most important process of digestion, it is breakdown, is taking place. Further on, the small intestine, 6 meters of the tract. The intestinal wall is covered by villi, each villus containing vessels, blood vessels and lymph vessels. Blood vessels absorb proteins and carbohydrates, lymph vessels absorb fats. If everything goes properly and bowels are not clogged up, then absorption goes well. Besides, there is parietal digestion. There are glands producing enzymes and glands producing human immunity factor. It takes about 8 hours for food to pass through your stomach and small intestine. Here all nutrients are absorbed. Finally, Food reaches the colon, which is 1.5–3 meters long. It begins with the blind gut, or cecum. In this picture you can see the small intestine from which the food passes into the first portion of the colon, cecum. Here, as you may guess, is appendix. Who has it cut off? Poor thieves. Know why? And once again, they have no spare parts to get rid of. You see, when the food passes from the small intestine into the colon, the cecum stretches, and so does the appendix aperture, where a hormone promoting colon motility is secreted. An appendix removal operation causes a decrease in colon motility. Food moves more slowly, resulting in food stagnation. The colon consists of the following parts: cecum, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, and rectum, the main garbage chute of the body. All useless and worn-out substances are eliminated through the rectum. But that's not all. The colon performs one more important function. About 95% of water is absorbed here. As we know, our body is 70% what we drink. The quality of our drinking water has a great impact on our health. If we can't absorb water, regular tap water has a surface tension of 75 dyne per centimeter. To absorb such water, the body has to turn on a number of enzymatic systems. We start to dry out, unfortunately. We are 90% water at birth. When we grow older, we are about 60% water. The process of life is the process of drying out. Does the quality of the water that we absorb from the colon impact our health? How do you think? Water is absorbed into the circulatory system. The circulatory system passes through the liver, which is responsible for detoxifying poisonous substances. The liver performs this function till it can withstand our diet violations. Well, normally the colon looks like that, a very thin, 1 millimeter wall through which water is absorbed. By the age of 40, it looks like that. And now the body has to absorb water that passes through this dirty buildup. Tell me, please, will you ever drink from a cesspit? Our brain is 81.5% water. What kind of water does the brain get from our dirty colon? It is half contaminated water because the liver can't perform its detoxifying function properly. As a result, we start to be irritated, tired. Our sleep is disordered. Our memory gets weak. Aggressiveness is rising, and senility is quite close. What's left is just to eat from a tin plate, and that's it. But the most hazardous thing is waste build-up in the body. As to medications, we can stop taking them, reduce or eliminate the effects. Likewise, we can adopt healthy eating habits, for instance, after the lecture. But as to wastes, if you haven't washed them out, they remain in your body. Waste products build up inside the body. At the 5th stage of contamination, the body tries to hide these wastes in capsules, forming polypi, adenomas, cysts, precancer, benign tumors. Another problem disturbing people, especially women, is intimate life. This is sad to say, but it has fallen practically to zero level. Women say that men are concerned with earning money. Situation is difficult. He's nervous, he's tired, and he finally goes to bed. Here's the sigmoid colon and the prostate gland in front of it. Now imagine that you are grasping each other's throat, trying to strangle your partner, and then you ask, "Why don't you give me a passionate kiss?" Have you tried to give a kiss when your throat is being strangled? can we speak about normal sexual function when the reproductive organs are suppressed from behind by the clogged up intestine? And finally, the rectum, the place that can be effectively cleaned out by using an animal. Whoever does it does a good job. The rectum has 3 venous plexuses. From the intestines, the blood goes to liver, where it is detoxified, and only from the inferior venous plexus, the blood goes directly to the inferior vena cava, and then to the lungs, through the right ventricle. A person has bronchial asthma. He suffers from frequent bronchitis, and the ultimate cause is the build-up of toxic waste in the intestines. The body is poisoned. A decrease in immunity starts here. When the liver is overstressed, the skin starts working hard. How does the body eliminate waste and toxins? Through the gastrointestinal tract, kidneys, liver, and skin. As a result, an unpleasant body odor. But do you know that breast cancer rate has risen dramatically for the last 20 years? And the reason is not deterioration of environment, though this is one of the causes. All of you have seen the commercial. Here's my short after antiperspirant. I've got such an antiperspirant that I don't sweat. Sweat doesn't go out. Great. No need to wash the shirt. Wonderful. But toxins are eliminated through sweat glands, and when we try to block the toxin elimination, and the circulation in male and female mammary glands is quite different, toxins are trapped under the skin, are accumulated there. Encapsulated toxins form a cyst. It has breast cancer. Look, there are so many different diseases which have the same ultimate cause, clogged up intestines. This brings up a reasonable question. What's to be done? We have a system. We start with cleaning teeth with microbride, and then we cleanse the intestines. Here's the product that I can't help admiring. I express my deepest respect and gratitude to its author, Dr. Albert Zer. I'm so glad to have met him in person in Toronto, Canada. He's a very modest, well-mannered person. For over 30 years, he has been studying the properties of various food products and body cleansing systems. I think you all have some knowledge about cleansing systems, starting from Purgen, various laxatives, Lastichka, which is quite popular in Moscow now, enemas, Malakhov's technique, and so on. Unfortunately, all these systems have superficial cleansing effects. Here comes Dr. Zer with his product called Colo Vada. It is a well-thought, well-balanced 14-day program. Have you ever fasted according to Paul Bragg? You have tried it, haven't you? What does the fasting require? In the first place, you need to prepare yourself for the process and then go out of the fast slowly. Otherwise, you can do more harm to the digestive system than if you wouldn't cleanse it at all. Dr. Zer has developed a 3-phase system for intestinal cleanse. So phase 1, it is designed so wisely that people having only initial literacy would understand it immediately and completely. As you can see, each packet is marked with figure 1. So you take 1 packet in the morning and 1 packet in the evening. Each packet contains 9 herb tablets and a capsule. So we take 1 packet with the morning meal and 1 with the evening meal to prepare the body for deep cleansing. I was asked a reasonable question. What should the tablets be washed down with? The only right answer is to follow the tablets with coral water, alkaline. If you don't want the bulk of toxin-binding substances to bind toxins in your water, if you want to experience beneficial effects, then follow the tablets with water containing coral calcium. Who doesn't know what it is? There are no such people here. Okay, then I won't go into details. It is really great to drink water with coral calcium. What do these tablets contain? a full range of essential minerals and vitamins that we need on a daily basis. There is a separate tablet of C vitamin, which is the most potent antioxidant among all water-soluble vitamins, antioxidants that bind poisons. In addition, these tablets contain bioflora, acidophilus. We have a separate dietary supplement called acidophilus. This is how its capsules look. Acidophilus is a great product for children who don't need yet to take Colo Vada, but still need to restore a healthy intestinal flora. Besides, the first phase tablets contain some food for bacteria. It is alfalfa, which we can also offer as a separate product. If your child has dysbacteriosis, you can give him alfalfa and acidophilus. Alfalfa is the queen of all plants. Its root system is about 10-15 meters long. Alfalfa contains everything that most plants with a shallow root system simply can't find in the eroded soil. 22 amino acids, including 9 essential ones. All vitamins, microelements, fiber, chlorophyll. A well-balanced nutrient composition makes alfalfa one of the most powerful anti-cancer products. In addition, it contains fiber. In order to feed our intestinal bacteria, we need to eat 50 platefuls of salad. I don't know if your purse would survive it, but your stomach wouldn't, no doubt. Alfalfa contains concentrated fiber. You see, Phase 1 program has a well-balanced composition. Another component of the program is black walnut leaves, a very powerful vermifugal. People often say, I can't have parasites. I always wash my hands after visiting the restroom, before and after meals. Dear friends, unfortunately, the situation with parasitic infections is pretty serious. You can't even imagine the wide variety of parasites that can infect humans. Why black walnut leaves? Because people are often unaware they have G. Lamblia parasites and different species of protozoa.
Тому, что здесь есть, кроме того, есть здесь замечательная слабитель, Каскара Саграда, которая хорошо
In
и
addition,
замечательно работает.
it contains Cascara Sagrada, an effective laxative. If you take the program, what results should you expect? From the very first days, you notice an increase in the amount of excreted feces. And, most importantly, there is no diarrhea. Diarrhea generally entails losing microelements, losing bacteria, and certainly water. It causes dehydration. Intestinal elimination occurs in a natural way 2 times a day, but there are usually more fecal masses. And just in 2-3 days, your large protruding belly will get down to its proper position. The program doesn't interfere with your daily activities, so you can go to work and you are not tied up to your dear toilet bowl. Further, we take the second program. The packets are marked with figure 2. There are the same tablets, except for some ingredients. You take 1 packet with 8 tablets in the morning and 1 packet in the evening. At the stage of deep cleansing, you daily take 4 Colo Vada powders. The genius of Dr. Zer consists in the following. Colo Vada, with its patented formula, is taken 4 times a day. Lots of people say the powder clumps when being mixed with water. Quickly and easily moisten the contents of the pouch. We can use an amazing thing, hydrocell, crystal energy that enhances wettability. We add 8-10 drops of it to 1 glass of water or juice, and the surface tension becomes 40 dynes instead of 75 dynes. So, wettability increases. We follow Colo Vada powder with a glass of water. It has banana flavor. Still, if you don't like the taste, you can drink unsweetened grapefruit or apple juice. Some people drink tomato juice, but myself, I don't like it. On the whole, we take Colo Vada powder 4 times a day. During intervals between Colo Vada powders, we drink plenty of water and take no solid food. Colo Vada will swell up in your stomach and you should not feel empty. If you are still hungry, you can eat some grated fruits and vegetables. It has soft fiber. What should we expect during these 4 days? Lots of people say, I start taking Colo Vada on vacation, I have 2-3 weeks and don't have to go anywhere. Don't be afraid. Waste elimination won't occur more often. On the contrary, it will occur more rarely, maybe once a day. Some people eat it every other day. Once Любочка Чмутова comes to me and says, I'm cheated as usual. I took it the whole week, everything was okay. And now for 2 days, no result whatsoever. Where's your elimination? She was told to continue. On the 3rd day, she comes with the could light all over Odessa. Here's her story. I was laboring for 3 hard hours. I would never think I could carry all this horror. Hitchcock's films are childish plays compared to what I was carrying in myself and to what I saw. Yes, indeed, cleansing the body, you may flush out green bilirubin and yellow cholesterol stones, various mucilaginous and fungoid organisms, and God knows what. Another good thing about Colo Vada is that it has a gel-like structure, so it coats the intestinal wall and mildly peels off the waste buildup, not damaging the intestines, which is very important. An enema? Yes, certainly. If you have a certain problem, you can use it. Finally, there are 3 days when we gradually go out of the cleansing process. Here is program number 3, enriched with enzymes which are vitally important to the gastrointestinal tract that has been overstressed during all this time. The pancreas is a very grateful organ. It is quite easy to treat it, while everybody is absolutely sure that chronic pancreatitis can be cured, right? Yes, it can be cured as we treat chronic pancreatitis, stuffing ourselves with God knows what and don't cleanse the intestines. A poisonous substance called mercaptan is secreted in the clogged intestines, and this poison adversely affects the pancreas, which may result not only in chronic pancreatitis, but also in diabetes, and, my dear women, varix dilatation. Yes, it is quite a problem. Where does it come from? We have a table of circulatory system, haven't we? Numerous veins gather here in the vena cava, and they are compressed by the distended intestines. When we try to treat a disease on the outside, that is, eliminate its symptoms, if we remove a sick organ, do we eliminate the ultimate cause of the disease? No, we don't, because the distended clogged intestines are a purely mechanical barrier to the bloodstream. What about a hemorrhoid, especially an internal hemorrhoid? How does it usually happen? We go to the surgeon, and what it is the favorite verdict? To cut it off. Well, we have it removed, but the problem is that waste buildup has compressed internal intramural vessels. The problem won't disappear as we haven't eliminated the ultimate cause. See how much we can achieve by doing one simple thing. Dr. Darrell Wolf said, if all those women who came to me for a breast cancer operation had started cleansing their bodies 15 years ago, they would never have to undergo the operation. Well, I have explained to you how Colo Vada works. As there are about 200 people in Odessa who have already tried Colo Vada, I'd like to inform you on the results. First of all, they lose from 3 to 15 kilograms of weight, and it is not rapid weight loss. If it were so, I would be the first person to be against it. It is bad for health. They lose weight mainly due to the elimination of accumulated body wastes. In addition, there is no diarrhea, and the intestinal wall is not damaged. The skin instantly looks brighter and fresher. The skin is a mirror that shows the body's intoxication levels. It gets easier to breathe as the diaphragm gets dull, which is clearly seen on the 3rd, 4th day of body cleansing.
Диафрагма опускается, объем дыхания увеличивается. Перестают.
There is an increase in the respiratory volume, heart rhythm disturbance disappears because the heart rests on the diaphragm approximately this way. And when the stomach is distended and the diaphragm is lifted, the heart is in the following position, which causes regular extrasystole. Another benefit of Colo Vada is enhanced immunity. Colo Vada helps to improve overall health and mood. As Vita Psheniuk said, after Colo Vada I sleep like a log. A sound sleep, the nervous system functions better. Here's Irочка Skliruk's story. So we deal with health products. And she read that one should clean one's body. She went to the Gorky Sanatorium to undergo internal hydro-cleansing. On the third day she was told to terminate her treatment since she was releasing pure water. She reported this result to me proudly. Afterwards, she took Colo Vada treatment and lost 9 kilograms. Do you see the difference? I was most impressed with the testimonial we heard at the last presentation. A nice-looking woman, 53, rosy cheeks, went on stage. She said, "Good afternoon, I have aortic stenosis. 2 weeks ago my belly was above my bosom. It is hard even to imagine it. It is S-side, great belly, like a drum. Naturally, having 36 shoe size, the poor woman was hardly moving around in 42 size slippers. Such terrible edema she had. Besides, she had short wind, choking fits, a blood pressure of 240, and regular headaches. Doctors recommended her a paracentesis procedure. Medical people who are present here know quite well if we do a paracentesis to a patient with S-side, we will have to do it very often, and an interval between the procedures will get shorter and shorter, and the person is close to death. The woman started taking Colo Vada. After Colo Vada, she went on stage and demonstrated her 36 size shoes. She has no S-side now. Her cheeks are rosy, while she used to have black eyes and jaundice-like complexion. The liver affected by S-side was hardly functioning. I can't express how grateful I am, she said. Overwhelmingly grateful. Her blood pressure is 140 and 80 now. There is no edema. She said, Colo Vada helped me get rid of so many disgusting things. I'm so grateful to you. Doctors prescribed me a lot of diuretics. My heart was failing. That is what Colo Vada does. Besides, it has no side effects. Why are there so many tablets on the program? To help us avoid severe purgative crisis, to immediately bind poisons that go out of the cell, to help the liver not overload us. As for stones, we should consider their size in the first place. If your stones are quite large, larger than 0.81 centimeter, I suggest that you should start drinking coral water alkaline a month before taking Colo Vada. It shouldn't be like this, half a liter in the morning and half a liter in the evening. Instead, drink 1/3 of a glass every hour to constantly maintain the same pH level. I also recommend that you take true lecithin, which helps in dissolving stones. If you drink coral water this way, 1/3 of a glass per hour, stones start to melt. They don't fall into pieces, but gradually melt. So at first you should take such a preparatory course. Anyway, it is better to get rid of stones even experiencing some unpleasant sensations than not to cleanse the body at all.
Чем не чистить кишечник. А вот побочные-то могут быть явления при приеме Colo Vada? Какие бывают побочные явления? Давайте. Первое.
What side effects are possible with Colo Vada? Diarrhea. Among 250 people who took Colo Vada, only one person complained of not exactly diarrhea, but a stay close to it during 3 days. The rest of the people worked as usual, relaxed the bowels twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. No hard work, no wide open eyes and red face, no hypertension crisis.
И вот это было у меня одно наблюдение. Была женщина, которая просто не переносит, у нее, видимо, какая-то аллергия.
One woman felt quite bad. As it turned out, she was allergic to black walnut leaves. As it is a separate tablet, you can easily get it out of the packet and take Colo Vada without black walnut leaves.
Что еще? Некоторые люди очищают, говорят, сам...
What else? Some of those who took Colo Vada complained of feeling sleepy. I have been taking Colo Vada for 2 days and I feel so sleepy. How can we explain it? Intoxication, my dear. Toxins go out of cells the brain reacts to it in this way. Our brain is 81.5% water. 95% of water is absorbed from the colon. What kind of water do we get if our colon is stuffed with wastes? To be absorbed, water has to pass through these wastes. The liver that fights against the intoxication eventually gets tired. Imagine the picture. From the body's cesspit, water goes directly to the brain. What mental clarity can we talk about? Certainly we will experience drowsiness and weakness. Other side effects haven't been observed. I know people who have been using different body cleansing techniques, Lahav method, Semenov's and Andreev's techniques for 5 and more years, and then they tried Colo Vada. The only difference between these people and those who have never cleansed their bodies is that they lost less kilos, 3 to 5. Colo Vada requires no special preparation. It is very simple to offer and sell Colo Vada. Body cleansing is something that everybody understands. You say just 3 phrases and people realize that they really need it. Most importantly, whoever you offer this program to, you are absolutely sure that it would bring the results to everybody who is offered the product. Now, counterindications. When your house is on fire, it is no use tidying it up. Colo Vada must not be taken during acute stage of chronic diseases. Likewise, you mustn't take it when you have an acute infectious disease. At first you should get back to a stable condition. Don't start Colo Vada when you are down with flu. We have a number of products that can help you to overcome flu in a day, 3 days at the most, depending on the initial stage of the immune system. One more thing, pregnant women. You all have families. Explain to your daughters to take Colo Vada when they are getting ready for a future pregnancy. A fetus gets everything what he needs from his mother's body. The pregnant woman's purity of blood greatly influences the fetus' health and proper development. So Colo Vada should be taken before pregnancy when you are planning it, and it is not taken during pregnancy. You have finished your Colo Vada, what's next? Is it necessary to take anything after it? Colo Vada should be followed by the so-called fitness program. The name was given by Doug Douglas. 5 basic elements of health which we usually don't receive with foods. First of all, we need vitamins. At a medical conference held in Ukraine, doctors reported that 100% of Ukraine's population, I think the same holds true for Russia's population, have C vitamin deficiency. C vitamin is the most essential water-soluble vitamin. 80% of our people have B vitamin deficiency, 40% have A vitamin deficiency. Ukrainian people are fond of butter, and no information on dangerous cholesterol can scare them off. Besides vitamins, our body needs microelements. A deficiency of any microelement may have no consequences for you today, maybe tomorrow, but a chronic deficiency may lead to disorders in the enzymatic system. The thing is that microelements enter into the composition of vitamins and enzymes. So if an enzyme lacks an important microelement, the metabolic process may be inhibited. We need to get the full range of microelements. They are all essential for the body. Another important group of nutrients contains probiotics. It has bacteria and fiber. In addition, a well-balanced diet should necessarily contain enzymes. Tell me please, who eats all food raw? Yes, we occasionally eat it. Do you think pickled products are raw foods? No, they are not. Enzymes are destroyed at 54 degrees Celsius, and we stew, fry, boil food, and then heat it up a couple of times. We don't consume raw products containing enzymes, so we overstress the enzymatic system. That is why we should necessarily take supplementary enzymes. And finally, the fifth element is powerful antioxidant protection provided by vitamins, microelements, some amino acids. The most powerful antioxidants are microhydrin, coral water, and all vitamins. First of all, such substances as red grape seed extract. Still, it doesn't mean that we have to use 33 jars of tablets. All these essential elements are combined in 3 products, which make perfectly balanced pack of life with its full range of vitamins. Pack of life includes a simulator that contains enzymes and 77 micronutrients. Activin, which is a rich source of vitamins, antioxidants and probiotics. It has bacteria combined with fiber and coral water. That's why after Colo Vada, take pack of life during 3, 4 months or even 6 months, depending on the seriousness of the problem. What's next? We take it for the rest of our lives? No problem. We can take it all the time. We can occasionally choose other products for a change. What spices and seasoning do you usually have on your dinner table? Salt, sugar and pepper. At least 2 of them can be considered deadly poisons. Each beneficial product should be on your table on a daily basis. First of all, it is basic nutrition. A perfectly balanced formula of vitamins, microelements, fiber and chlorophyll. It can be either alfalfa, this jar contains 700 tablets, enough for a year per person, or spirulina with its highly digestible protein, full range of amino acids, vitamins, microelements, chlorophyll. So the basis of our nutrition is either spirulina or alfalfa. Besides, we have spirulina microclusters. What is microcluster technology? This is an exclusive know-how of Royal Body Care. The product sold solely by Coral Club International all over the former Soviet Union. This is a unique technology. It helps us assimilate everything we eat. Do you know that lots of medications that we take, damaging our health, are only 10% digestible? The other 90% intoxicate our bodies or are eliminated. What matters most is proper food assimilation. Microcluster technology consists in the following. Microelements, minerals, won't get into our cells until they are chelated. It is bound to amino acids or colloid. The latter are much less in size, and that's why assimilated better. Microcluster, an achievement of nanotechnology, is a particle equivalent 10 raised to the power of minus 10. Moreover, this particle has a negative charge, while the cell is charged positively. That's why it is easily attracted, absorbed, and assimilated to a full extent, 3 times increasing cellular assimilation. So this basic nutrition is a must-have. One more thing to consider is antioxidants and their kin, microhydrin. We have outstanding results with microhydrin. Volodya Savin addressed me saying, "My daughter contracted acute reactive pancreatitis. The girl decided to lose weight, however thin and slim she used to be before. She was a model and they told her she was not skinny enough. She started to drink apple vinegar by tablespoonfuls. She got reactive pancreatitis as a result, hardly alive, having fever and girdle pain, as one could expect. They took her to hospital for examination. The doctor sent her on a drip. So he calls me asking what could be done. I advised him microhydrin and activin, very powerful antioxidants. 1 tablet 3 times a day. The first day her body temperature got to normal after half an hour. pain passed. Second day, she tried to leave home, but parents didn't let her do it. The third day, she was out at her work. Volodya had a talk with the doctor, who asked about his daughter's health. And when the doctor was told she was at work, demonstrating dresses, he couldn't believe it. This is microhydrin. Blood pressure is quickly stabilized. When you use cold water, it takes 1 or 1.5 months. When you use microhydrin, it takes 8 days. Microhydrin is the most powerful defense against free radicals, electromagnetic refuse, poisons. And the third product should be either spirulina or alfalfa. This is superfood. Why is it so famous? Here you'll find everything that is not available in the 2 previous products. Probiotics, bacteria. If this bacteriosis is still a problem, if it's not yet completely cured, then we have superfood now. Since it contains all essential vitamins, microelements, active substances like germinated barley, wheat, and apple pectins. Everything is here, including spirulina and green Japanese tea. And one more thing missing in the previous products: probiotics. Superfood. Wonderful product. One more point for us to remember: lots of people strive to lose weight using fat-free diets. All fats are excluded to prevent atherosclerosis. We abstain from eggs, butter, fats. We want to be as slender as gazelles. We won't eat this stuff. Mass media are always telling us what we should eat. Still, eggs are one of the richest sources of all fat-soluble vitamins and such substances as lecithin, the basis for nervous system membrane, as well as neuromediator transmitting impulses in the nervous system. According to Doug Douglas, don't exclude, you'd better assimilate. All our cell membranes are 2 layers of fat with a layer of proteins in between. And if we lack normal fats, then whether we want it or not, we damage both the cell and its organs like nucleus and mitochondria. But there are low-density fats, poorly soluble, easily deposited as a sclerotic plaque. And there are high-density fats, liquid ones, such as omega-3. The same fats are contained in shark liver oil. But one should know that shark liver oil is the most powerful natural antibiotic. It is also a powerful stimulant and protector of the immune system. Another fabulous product. Alexandra Nikolaevna Kamashka, our dear doctor, an ophthalmologist from Odessa. She comes and buys 20 jars of true lecithin. Her usual purchase is 20 jars. True lecithin enhances thinking and memorization rate. No use to scold a child for bad grades at school. First, parents should be scolded. Did you give your child everything he or she needs? Usually you only push sandwiches into your child's backpack. Your child's diet is not always adequate. Unfortunately, hard though parents try, they can't provide healthy food at all times. True lecithin is great for lipid metabolism. These are basic supplements essential for well-balanced, adequate nutrition. One more small remark. Unfortunately, the product I'm going to talk about has run out at our Odessa stores. Do you want to have adequate eyesight? The strongest product to restore eyesight, we have several of them, is Activate. Great at restoring eyesight when taken in large doses, not 2 capsules a day, but 6 capsules a day. There is one brilliant product, Ficatine, with microclusters. This is spirulina extract. Its basic ingredients are beta-carotenoids, not just one, several of them. Ficatine contains E vitamin, beta-carotenoids, and selenium. Can you imagine its beneficial properties enhanced by microcluster technology? In the first place, it restores eyesight. Today, a great number of people spend a lot of time sitting behind computer screens or watching TV. Often their eyesight gets worse. Double vision appears. See how many people here wear glasses, and some people just didn't put them on. Another product that everybody after 40, even earlier, but after 40 obligatory needs, coenzyme Q10, my favorite. It is a ubiquitous element present in each body cell. It is essential to produce ATP molecules in mitochondria. We are born with it, we have it, but with age, we are experiencing its deficiency. 70% Q10 deficiency is fatal. 25% deficiency leads to chronic diseases. There is no energy sufficient to burn hydrogen in oxygen and get ATP. Who, when and why should take it in the first place? This is a powerful prevention of atherosclerosis, heart attacks and strokes. Great product. There is a big book on QT. People who survived heart attacks are divided in two groups, those who used Q10 and those who didn't. In the latter group, nobody lasted more than 5 years after the heart attack. In the first group, 40% lived more than 8 years after the heart attack. So this is a rather powerful and reliable defense. We don't have products that would bring back our youth and age of 18, but we have products that would stop progressive aging and give us extra energy. So that you could say the words that I heard from a charming woman in Sweden. I adore this company because I enjoy good health and I have financial independence. And, dear Marina, this year I am retiring, so life is only starting. I wish you have everything she has. Thank you.